This is exactly why I only train 3 days a week to look like this year round. Let me ask you, if I can give you right now 95% of the results you would have in the gym training 3 days a week that you would have in 6 days a week, would you take it? If so, stick around for this video because you're gonna like this one. So, why would anybody want to train 3 days a week? I'll keep it simple. Because if you can get 90 to 95% of your peak genetic physique in 3 days, why wouldn't you? Are you really gonna do an extra 3 days a week, an extra 2 days a week eating out of Tupperware to get that extra 5%? Come on, guys, you gotta build a life. You're building a kingdom, you're building an empire, you're building a business, you're building creativity, you're building relationships. You have all of these things that you are encompassing in your life. This is why 3 days is exactly what I do, because I'm building outside of the gym. Now, don't get me wrong, when I was a teenager, I used to train 7 days a week because I loved training, and I've been doing this for 25 years. But the reality is, you wanna be able to build a fulfilling, excellent life. If you have an amazing body, chances are some other area of your life is lacking. Use those 4 days a week to fix that area, and you will thank me later. Number 1, training intensity, progressive overload. Forget the science, people. I understand people are saying train 3 to 4 shy to failure. That's why you need to be in the gym 5-6 days a week, because you're not shocking the nervous system hard enough and you're not resting enough. So essentially what you're gonna do is you are going to train smarter and harder, but shorter. Big difference. So instead of going 5 or 6 days a week, what you're gonna do is you're gonna dial it back to 3 days a week, and you are going to go balls to the wall. When I say balls to the wall, I mean to failure on every single set, using reverse pyramid training and tracking your lifts so that every week you come in, you are trying to beat the record of the week prior. If you train with that intensity on every single set, on every single rep that you are doing in every workout, you won't be able to train 5 to 6 days a week. Trust me, your body will not recuperate if you are training 100% to failure. What is 100% failure? I'll tell you right now. If you're doing your last rep and I say to you, hey, right now, if you finish one more rep after that, I'll give you $1 million in cash. If you can do that rep, you're not training to failure. If you do that on every set of every exercise and you give yourself 3 days in the gym and then you give yourself 4 days of rest, because you're gonna need it when you're training like this, you will notice that you can get 95% of your gains in 3 days a week. Shh, don't tell anyone. Number 2, you have to pick your best exercises. Now, if some of you here have been lifting for a long time, you're gonna know that there are some exercises that for whatever reason just work better for your genetics and your muscles. Like for me, for example, when I'm pressing dumbbells, that is much more effective to build my chest than when I'm doing flat bench or bench press. But for other people, bench press builds their chest more than when they do dumbbells. So the goal here is, if you are experienced, is to check off all of your favorite exercise, and you're gonna create a 3-day schedule with only the best exercises for your body. I don't want to hear anything about any science-based lifters telling me, oh, well, according to science, this one says you should lift according to this. I should lift the barbell on this corner. And forget it. Forget all that stuff. You need to figure it out what's going to do for your body, because whatever the science is saying, maybe 50% of the time, it's going to get it right for your body. Then the other 50% of the time, it's going to get it right for the other person's body. Your job is to train at 100% efficiency, which means you need to learn your body. Number 3, you're going to choose a 3-day split, either a push, pull, legs, or any single split that encompasses the entire body within 3 days. Do not train 3 days in a row, and try to have a day of rest in between each day of lifting. If you do this, you are on your way to having an amazing physique in 3 days. Number 4, let rest days be rest days, okay? Now, if you're really young and you have a lot of energy, and that's the case, so be it if you're a teenager. But if you're in your 20s and you're in your 30s and you're in your 40s, I'll tell you right now, if you are training with taking the advice that I have given you now, make your rest days rest days. Do not go and be doing sprints on your off days, because then when you come in on the following day, your central nervous system hasn't recovered from the intensity that we talked about earlier, right? The whole point is to train harder and rest longer, as opposed to training not as intense, but going more frequent to the gym. So that is why I only train 3 days a week, and that's why you should too. Comment below, subscribe, let me know about your experiences with this, and see you next time. Ciao.